ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of Cooking with Larry. Mazel tov. Now, today we will be making a fully Italianized pizza. Now, first thing you need, just a little bit of water. A little bit of water goes a long way, so make sure that you are making sure that you put in water. Next, we will need our yeast. But before we put in our yeast, we need to do something very important. Make sure always do this before anything after the yeast. Anyways, as we put in our yeast, now that our yeast is in there, you got to make sure to clean up. Next up, to really put in some pizzazz to your Australian pasta, you put in 1 gram of pure cocaine. Next, we put this into the microwave. That would be our pizza dough. Now, make sure at this point that you get the blessing of the rats that live in your apartment. And the rats seem to agree with me that our pizza dough is great. Would you look at that, guys? Our pizza dough is delicious. Now, the only thing before we start putting toppings on it is to make sure it's flattened out, which I shall go get the rolling pin for. And would you look at that? Our perfectly flattened out pizza. Now, personally, I like to make sure that every little bit is on there before we put it into the oven. However, I also like to warm it up just a smidge to help with the butter that we will put on it in a second. Now, just for a second, while we warm up the butter, I shall put it in here. Make sure that the butter's already in there.